What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gmias back in the house. We're gonna do a quick Week 11 recap for the NFL 2013. First off, I want to just say my condolences to the family of Thomas Howard. For all of you guys that don't know who he is, he's a former Raiders linebacker. He was fast as shit in Madden. Apparently, he died Monday morning in Oakland in a high-speed crash. He was only 30 years old. That's so wow. It's just so sad, man, to see that happen. I understand that he was just recently cut by the Atlanta Falcons. But you know, like, sometimes life don't go your way and you do a lot of stupid shit. And this is just more about life itself. Like, people have to make better decisions, and you don't want to, unless it's necessary, you don't want to make it cost you your life. And, you know, I used to do a lot of speed racing as well. In Queens, New York, they have like drag racing when I was growing up. What is that? Is that Utopia? I'm trying to remember the street we were on. We were on Utopia. We had one on Utopia. We had one on Rockaway Boulevard. And I had a souped up Maxima with some crazy ass shit going on in it. Nitro, all kinds of shit. I used to do some racing shit too, but I tried my best to make sure that most of the time it was done, you know, in open areas, so where that's all that's going on there. You know, either way, I could have been injured severely also, you know, losing control of the car. You know, he obviously lost control of his BMW here. But it's just such a sad story, man, to see it happen. And, you know, at 30 years old, man, that's just so young. And I really hope that, you know, like I said, man, wow. My condolences to the family, man. You know, may he rest in peace. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the Thursday night game. All right, Indianapolis at Tennessee. Indianapolis 30, Tennessee 27. Yo, I'm going to tell you something about the Titans right now. They really had me fooled. And I'm a douchebag. But I'm going to tell you this right now before I get into why I'm a douche. Listen, Chris Johnson came out like really ready to go. And like I said, he's a fucking clown that I had on my fantasy team that I just don't know. Him and Adrian Peterson, like two fucking dinglings, man. But, you know, I had him in there starting. I wasn't even really looking at the fantasy points. You know what I'm saying? Because I started watching this game after his first touchdown. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I looked on the app on my iPhone. I'm like, oh shit, okay, this man is doing work. So I went in, and that was just around the time when he did that spin into the end zone when he had 2 touchdowns. All right, so they're manhandling the Colts. So like, all right, we good. Yo, the second half comes around, this fucking guy is non-existent. I don't even know. Yo, listen, dudes have to learn how to finish off the goddamn game. Like, they come out ready to go, doing all the shit they're supposed to be doing, and then they just turn around and take it from the back. Like, what the fuck? Yo, it doesn't really matter. He gave me a decent amount of points, but I'm more mad at Tennessee for giving away this win. Because when you have a team that comes in that's down and out after getting ass raped, you have to take advantage of that. You could see that, you know, the confidence was a little shattered. You know, they were feeling a little bad about what happened with the Rams. But come on, guys. Like, bro, you give away a game like this, you got to be able to close this out. Like, I think even Jacksonville would be able to close this shit out. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing, though? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I don't know. Well, Jake Locker wasn't in. You know, we have this fucking... What is he supposed to be? Is he Irish? The other guy, Fitzpatrick? I don't know what he's doing, but I just think he drinks too much, whatever his ethnicity is. Because he just looks like a fucking clown Santa Claus in a fucking football outfit. But that's besides the point. The bottom line is I'm more upset with the Tennessee Titans for not pulling this win out than I am about Chris Johnson going in and taking it from the back in the second half. Andrew Luck, I have to give him a lot of credit in this game. He shows a lot of poise, and he's a lot more agile than I thought. You know what I'm saying? That dude is out there juking dudes like he's Michael Jackson in his prime. Listen, for a corn-fed Caucasian man that people didn't think was, you know, as mobile. You know, we knew he had some speed, he ran, whatever like that. But this man can move. He can fake somebody out and do some work. You guys better not trip on my Caucasian brother over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is out there putting in work on these little dingling fucking linebackers that can't make a goddamn tackle. Fucking dumbasses, bro. That's all they're paid to do. Just imagine this. You go to the emergency room and you have a doctor that plays like most of these linebackers in the league. You know what's going to happen to you? You'll be dead while you're fucking waiting in the emergency room. These guys are fucking clowns in the NFL. You can't make a goddamn tackle. There's 3 of you guys right in front of him and he jukes out all 3. Come on, bro. It's Andrew Luck. I understand he can run, but come on, guys. Somebody should be able to make a lunging tackle or something. Like, this is fucking ridiculous now. The guy probably runs a fucking 9.6 and a 40. Like, guys, what the fuck, bro? And that's what I'm saying. I just, it's frustrating to watch because they make all this cash and they can't make simple plays. Like, I understand there's going to be other people that are better than you. I understand that. But when you're on that field and it's you and two of your teammates and it's a quarterback that's a corn-fed Caucasian from someplace in the Midwest, you should be able to make the tackle. That's all I'm saying. Next game, New York Jets at Buffalo. New York Jets 14, Buffalo 37. Geno Smith is a fucking horseradish. I don't know what the fuck. Yo, listen, I'm glad they benched him and put somebody else in. Actually, I'm not. I think they're gonna have. I remember Peyton Manning's rookie year. He threw a lot of interceptions as well, but I don't want to say it's the whole person of color, Caucasian thing, but you just seem to have a lot less faith in the QBs that have color. I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing. Like, he was horrible, but you take him out to have one touchdown thrown. Like, it's too late. You might as well let him finish the game. Me as a coach, I'm going to let him finish the game, and then I'm going to talk to him after the game and just say, look, come into my office. You're a little dick bum. You suck. You're a fucking clown. But I would do that in the privacy of my own office. I wouldn't, shatter his confidence because that takes away from him as a player. Like, yeah, he's having a really bad game and we're getting brutalized, and it's like, they're trying to stick another dildo when we already got 3 in our asshole, but you have to let him finish it out. You have to. I really believe that. Because there's no way you can win the game. If you're going to take him out when the game is still winnable. Then I understand that. But when the game is just out of reach and you're like, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to take you out. Like, what is that doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like seeing a little kid playing their shit and you wait for like 20 minutes while you're watching them do it. And you're like, all right, I'm going to beat you now. Like, you got to stop it when it starts so that it's not as big of a mess. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like that pull. EJ Manuel did look good coming back off of injury. That's good to see. But I didn't like that pull at the end because we all know that Geno Smith is a horse's ass. We all know that. But I think he's shown enough to know that there is some potential in him. So I wouldn't have given up on him that fast. That's all I'm saying. But Rex Huge Ryan has a way of doing... he has a way of doing things that makes no sense. Does his team play for him? Yeah, I agree he makes the most out of nothing, but, maybe signing Ed Reed wasn't the smartest thing to do. The guy is 97 years old, and he needs a fucking walker. But that's another story. That's it. The Buffalo Bills beat the fuck out them. All right, next game. Baltimore Ravens at Chicago. Baltimore 20, Chicago 23. This game was the longest fucking game ever. But I'm glad that it was the whole thing with the storm and then they came back and then whatever. But these guys had like shit on their butts, like from the mud. Like it's just a whole. It was like a fucking. It was like, I don't know. Probably females would have enjoyed this a lot more if they like how fellas like mud wrestling with chicks. Like, this is just crazy. Like, these guys are just playing around in the mud like fucking pigs. It was a fucking stupid ass game. But at the end. All in all, Baltimore should have been able to pull this out. There's no Jay Cutler on the other side. You have no excuse. There's no excuse. I understand that they got Beast and Marshall and the other guy. What's the other guy's name? Alshon Jeffrey. But there's no excuse for this shit. You don't come out and lose this game. If you're Baltimore, you don't. You make up. You got to play better defense. I'm just fucking, like I said, it was a shit fest. It was like a pig fucking sty. I couldn't really stomach the game. I kept on flipping between. Listen, fuck it. They got their ass whipped. Baltimore, you got your Super Bowl last year. You're pretty much fucked this season. There's nothing much I could really say. I really don't know. You guys, you got Ray Rice that can't get to the end zone in the like, bro, what the fuck are you? He's running around like a fucking little mouse and getting smashed up in the back. Like, come on, bro. Get your dumb ass in the end zone. Fucking clown ass bitch. But yeah, other than that, it was a real decent game. Yeah, I gotta say that. The fuck, man. All right, next game. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cleveland 20, Cincinnati 41. 41. I was very impressed by Cincinnati. I'm going to tell you why. These AFC North matchups, they're always like tight. Like you see the Steelers come in with the Browns. Like, AFC North is always tough when it's within the division. Always. I like the way Cincinnati came out and just fucked these guys in the mouth. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you have to, at some point, you have to separate yourself. You can't make yourself be normal. And a lot of these guys don't realize that. They carry on and they think, oh, yeah, I can do this. I can just turn it on when I want. No, you got to play and dominate teams that you're supposed to dominate. Now, we all know that Hoyer is gone from Cleveland since whatever, he tried to do a fucking slide and he slid like a straight up Caucasian with no fucking agility, and now he's fucked. But the bottom line is, you got to take advantage when you know, like, you know, Brandon Whedon and all these other bums. Like, you got the Jason Campbell. Like, you know that these dudes are bums. Jason Campbell has been a bum since Washington. Before that, like, this guy with his big ass lips, like, he can make some deep throws, but bro, I've just never been sold on him. I think he's a clown ass bitch that's just missing a red nose. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it done in whatever you do, yo, like I said, if I don't get my shit done in whatever I do, I fucking clown myself too. So I hold myself to a higher standard. That's just the way it is. It's nothing I can really, you know what I'm saying? I have to be hard on myself because my opinion is all that matters. So I don't know who's telling this guy Jason Campbell what or what's going on, but this man has been shitty since Washington. So I don't know what the fuck. He was in Oakland shitting it up. Like, listen, this guy, Jason Campbell, bro, I have nothing else to say about him. Andy Dalton, this fucking dumbass redhead, I'm not really sold on him either. Their defense, though, Cincinnati's defense is something to be reckoned with. I'm going to be honest with you. It's something to be reckoned with. And I think that they have the potential to go on and be very, very successful come playoff time. So I don't like Marvin Lewis's face. And I think that after they get eliminated in the playoffs this year, he should be fired post-haste. But that's just my opinion about him, too. His face just doesn't correlate with the team. I hear that he's a nice guy and all that shit like that, but you need a facelift. Next game, Oakland at Houston. Oakland 28, Houston 23. We all know that Houston is the village bicycle of the league at this point. J.J. Watt and all that stupid ass shit he was doing last year, defensive player of the year, you're a fucking bum, dude. Like, bro, even if your team is shit stains, bro, you have to make some plays. I watched as you let the shitty-ass Oakland Raiders do whatever they want to do to your male genitalia. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It may have felt good, but how does it feel now, bro? It's never good when you lose. Like, you go through this fucking battle, and then you realize when you get home, oh, shit, we lost to a bum team. Yeah, bro. Oakland is shit. They have no business doing what they was doing. Some guy named McLaughlin or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, bro, are you serious? Like, come on, bro. Houston, there's a fucking problem. You guys suck. I'm going to tell you this right now. You guys are shitty as fuck, and you're almost as bad as the Redskins. But I'm going to get to the Redskins soon. You guys are shitty as fuck. But Oakland did what they were supposed to do. They beat on a shitty-ass team. Houston, are you serious that you benched Keenum and brought in Matt Schwab? Like, bro, are you fucking trying to make a transition back to the shittier quarterback? Yeah, I can't deal with this shit, man. You know what? From now on, I'm just going to just stop watching Houston Texans games because you guys are going to make me fucking have high blood pressure before this is all said and done. How the fuck you going to take out Keenum and put in the shittiest guy? The guy's face looks so stupid. That's how you should have known that you should have never traded for him from Atlanta. When you looked at his face, you should be like, yeah, all right, he looks kind of, like kind of retarded-ish. Let's leave this guy alone. That was the fucking ownership's fault. And now you're trying to stick with him because you got to pay him? Cut the fucking losses, bro. Get rid of this asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's like Mark Sanchez all over again in fucking Houston. You might as well just trade for fucking Sanchez if you're going to be doing this stupid shit. Fuck it. Yo, horrible game, but Oakland did what they were supposed to do. Fuck it. That's all I got to say about that one. I'm really disappointed in Houston and what they came out and have done for those fans. I feel sorry for the state of Texas when you got to come out there and look at J.J. Watt put on a clown show with a fake broken nose and shit. Enough's enough, bro. You fucking suck. See you next year. Arizona at Jacksonville. Arizona 27, Jacksonville 14. Now, we all know that Jacksonville used to be the village bicycle until I started watching Houston games. But I have to say that Houston is the true village bicycle based on the potential outlook that I had for them. And they're just shitting the whole scene up. But Arizona, they played pretty well. Jacksonville got some really nice scores in, though. And Patrick Peterson got trucked kind of heavy, kind of hardcore. That was fucking hilarious. But at the end of the day, Arizona did what they were supposed to do. Jacksonville, I don't know what they're doing, but they're making games look like they should be in the NFL now. You know what I'm saying? Arizona is not a real slouchy defensive team. They came out and gave up 14 points. You know, in 60 minutes, that's not a lot of points in my opinion. That's a lot of time to score. So I think that, most teams are going to get scores in. But Arizona made plays when they needed to. I forgot the receiver's name. That ran it for a fucking wild ass touchdown after breaking mad tackles. Was it something Floyd? Floyd, the receiver from the Cardinals, he did that wild ass run. But after the catch, where he spin moved and the Jacksonville defenders were running into each other like fucking Crash Bandicoot. But pretty much it was a very, very good game. Not for me to watch. But I came in and got my glimpses here and there because I can't stomach bullshit games. But yeah, pretty much Arizona did what they're supposed to do. They beat a lesser team. Nothing really to write home about. I hate Carson Palmer, and I think he's the shittiest quarterback in the league. Well, not the shittiest anymore, because we have guys like Keenum and Schwab and fucking RG3 that I'm getting to right now. Next game, Washington 16, Philadelphia 24. All right. Philadelphia looked really good right now. Listen, Foles is looking really good. You know what they might as well do? They might as well just trade Michael Vick to the dog pound right now, to any dog pound that has dogs with rabies in it, and then trade him to him and then lock him in a room with all the dogs with rabies and see what happens. We don't need him right now. If fucking Foles is running read options and slow as shit too, like Gary the Snail from SpongeBob, and getting in the end zone, you don't need Michael Vick. You don't need Michael Vick at this point. Fuck it. Let your offense run the way it's been running. It's looking good. Shady McCoy's looking good. You know, I don't know if he's still hurt. I don't know what's going on. The racist, well, not the racist, the prejudiced individual, Riley Cooper's looking good. There's really not much that can be said about it. They look good. I like the way the offense looked. They only put up 24 points, but I like the way they looked. RG3 turned it on in the second half, but then that throw on 3rd and 1 up in the air like a fucking I had him on the bench, and he had some monster numbers, so that was my fault because I completely lost any type of like hope in this fucking idiot. But if he could just make his second halves his first halves, and then his second halves somewhat of the real second halves that he's been doing, if that makes any sense, he'll be back to doing what he's supposed to do. Looking at the way it is right now in the league, the NFC East is still a toss-up. Anything can happen, but I think Philly might pull out of it now based on the way everybody's playing, unless the Giants do some crazy shit. And, they just beat Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers is not there. But we have to see what happens. It could turn out to be some crazy shit going on in the NFC East. But I do see that Washington is fucking horrible, man. RG3 is scared to run the fucking football. And you're scared to do something that makes you who you are. That's like a porn star being scared to fuck. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you get the enlargement to have a 15-inch dick if you're not going to use it? RG3, you got to make a decision, bro. Either retire after your first year or start fucking running the ball. Run the fuck. Stop being scared, bro. That's what you do. You run the fucking ball. You look like a shell of yourself, bro. Like you cannot. They're not even going to play you like they used to do and play off. They're not even scared about you running no more, bro. The Shanahans are fucking clowns. That's why you question the coaching staff. Everybody knows the Shanahans are clowns. They should have been fired, both of them, in unison a long time ago. They're both dickheads. Look, man, I'm frustrated about the game because I'm tired of seeing RG3 come out in the second half like the Man of Steel, and in the first half he looks like Hello Kitty. Fuck him and fuck the whole staff of Washington. Next game, Detroit at Pittsburgh. Detroit 27, Pittsburgh 37. All right, Pittsburgh comes away with a big win right here. I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of speculation about Ben Roethlisberger being traded and shit like that. Everybody knows that his offensive coordinator, who's that, Todd Haley, he's a fucking little dick clown. But Mike Tomlin is who I'm more concerned about. Defensively, he got ass raped. Was the Patriots that did it to them? I fucked him in the ass and wouldn't stop. I think it was them. But he came out now and he has his team playing. I know they're all old and they get their benefits in the AARP. I understand that, but you still got to play hard. And that's what they've been doing. Ben Roethlisberger was making plays. Very disappointed in Detroit. Very disappointed in Stafford that he can't make a simple slant play to Calvin Johnson. At some point you got to be a real quarterback. You got to be able to make basic throws. And I'm not sold on Stafford. He has a very, very big arm. But when you're throwing the ball to Megatron, I could go out there and throw that shit. If I know he's going to catch it and I'm going to get paid the money that Stafford's out, that's all I'll be doing. Yo, I'll be throwing the ball deep. Like, yo, bro, do me a favor, catch this shit so I get my paycheck. Because that's all he's doing. A short throw he can't make. And, Reggie Bush was wide open on a lot of plays. Like, I'm disgusted with Stafford. Stafford is a fucking clown-ass, fucking, mediocre micro-penis bitch, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's hard to watch that. Because that team is pretty high-powered. I think the coach has a lot to do with what's going on also. I don't like his face, and I think that his ass itches because he's always walking with his butt cheeks like that. So I don't know if that may be a situation that's causing him to coach the team in the fashion that he's doing it. But Detroit should have won the game. Pittsburgh came away with the win. Very, very good game for what it's worth. As far as what was happening defensively. But it should have been a lot more offensive explosions going on. And not on the Pittsburgh Steelers side. So Detroit, good shit, bro. Yeah, the Lions, you suck. That's why fucking Barry Sanders left early, bro. He couldn't take that shit no more. All right, Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Atlanta 28, Tampa Bay 41. I don't know if I should make Atlanta the village bicycle. They score a little bit more points and they're a little bit more dangerous, but then you got to think about it. Julio Jones, aka Predator Face, he's out for the season. I got to, No, I'm going to leave it with Houston as a village bicycle for now. But, excuse me, Atlanta is a real disappointment. Gonzalez, you should have just stayed with your son and hung out and just be over there at his dorm, bro, just hanging out and shit, bro. Because coming back to play with these clown ass motherfuckers, like, you got Tampa Bay beating on you now. You know what I'm saying? With a washed up fucking Greg Schiano and Darrelle Revis thinking that he's still locked down getting burnt last week. Bro, look, man, I don't know. We all know that Tampa Bay is shitty. We all know that. So them winning now means nothing. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to the playoffs. Greg Schiano will be fired at the end of the season. We all know what's happening. He can walk around looking tough as much as he wants. I do give him credit for what he did for that guy at Rutgers that was injured. He's in a wheelchair and for life, whatever, like that. I don't know the specific. I forgot what it was, exactly what his diagnosis was, but that was real good what he did for him and that family after he was hurt like that. And I appreciated that as a man, to see that other people are willing to put themselves out to show support and love for something that, typically you're not going to get anything back for. But at the end of the day, you're paid to coach and your team sucks. Bottom line, at some point you got to get fired, and that time's coming soon. So pretty much, Tampa Bay, congratulations on that win. You beat a bum team that has they just look like shit, and you used them and smothered it on some fucking potato bread and gave it to them to eat. They had some shit sandwiches because Atlanta's fucking garbage, and there's nothing else to really dispute. They're horrible. They're just as bad as the fucking piece of shit while watching the Redskins. Next game, San Diego at Miami. I don't know how San Diego lost this game to Miami. I really just don't know. And now Phillip Rivers, once again, he started off so hot. Got me all excited. You know what I'm saying? Got me all excited in my pants. And then now you come out and lay this, bro. You come out and play like shit. I don't know what to expect. In the NFL, I just don't know what to expect week to week. And it's a very, very, it's just so fucking stupid that you can't just consistently go out there and play your game. Phillip Rivers wants to fucking snap the ball, drop back, and throw it to somebody that's open. That's all he wants to do. I really don't know how to explain what's going on. I don't know what the fuck's happening. This is just so ridiculous that you would lose to Miami, who's missing, what are they? They're missing a left tackle and a guard. Like, they had to put in replacements. Like, I don't even know who's there. It's the guy that works at Best Buy and shit that's blocking for fucking Tannehill. And the Chargers can't do nothing. What is that? Manti Te'o out there fucking trying to hit invisible fucking receivers? Like, I don't know what the fuck. Listen, bottom line is they suck. San Diego, go fuck yourselves. I thought that you guys had a chance. I don't think you're gonna do anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm removing all my support for you guys. That's it. San Francisco at New Orleans. San Francisco 20, New Orleans 23. Look, the game was exciting all the way throughout. I thought that the Saints had a lot more opportunity to score more points, but that controversial call with Brooks sacking Drew Brees, I didn't like it. I know it looked bad for everybody that saw it, but that man clearly went into the shoulder. He went into his shoulder, and he, based on Drew Brees being like 4'3" at quarterback, he has nowhere else to tackle him. I really didn't like the call, and I think that ultimately gave them the win. That was something that, that's the way the NFL is. That I thought the hit was legal. If he would have just like choked him and put him in a full Nelson, or just choked out his neck, I would understand it more. I didn't see all that. You know what I'm saying? I saw a tackle where he's trying to wrap him around and his arm just went around as he did it. But I saw shoulder contact. That's just what I saw. I don't think that the call was correct. You guys can leave a comment, let me know what's going on. But I didn't think that call was correct. I didn't like it. I don't like calls like that determine the outcome of a game. I just don't like it. And pretty much that's what happened here. And looking at it, it was a real bad call. It's nothing else to be disputed. Kaepernick is just a fucking clown. I'm going to drop him in my fantasy league. He had like 100 or something yards. Like, really, dude? In 4 quarters, you had 100 something yards? Yeah, stop with all the tattoos and wearing dolphin hats in the offseason, you fucking clown. You fucking ostrich running motherfucker. Now you're fucking the team, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. These guys, man, these guys are such fucking letdowns. And then you wonder why people of color can't get a chance. There's no consistency since the Warren Moons, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. Like, where's the consistency at? I don't know. I really just don't know. Like, there's... Oh, man, bro. Like, you guys come on and just play like shit, bro. And then think that it's cute. You running around talking about, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that, man. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying, bro? The San Francisco 49ers should have had a lot more points. You running around throwing for 100 yards in fucking 4 quarters. The fuck out of here, bro. Next game. Green Bay at New York Giants. New York Giants 27, Green Bay 13. This wasn't surprising for me. I knew they were going to lose. Aaron Rodgers is the heart and soul of that team. Everybody runs around like fucking retarded midgets whenever Aaron Rodgers is not on the field. So we already knew that this was going to happen. There's nothing else that can happen that's going to, you know, Mike McCarthy can't change it. Aaron Rodgers is who he is. He makes the plays on that team. The defense has always been questionable. They always give up yards. They always do that shit. It's nothing new. So I'm not surprised about the outcome. Bottom line is Pierre-Paul's pick was beautiful. He ran it back for 6. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't really give a fuck about the Giants, but they're New York. I like when they win. I don't see how they could possibly come back and make the playoffs, but if they do, I would be very, very scared to play that team. That's all I'm going to say. Based on history, you do not want the Giants in the playoffs. So somebody better stop these motherfuckers, because if they keep on winning, the NFC East is softer than baby thighs. So you already know where that's heading to. I really just hope, for the sake of the rest of the league, that they keep on beating on the Giants, because that team in the playoffs is not a team that anyone wants to play. And they've proven that. And Brandon Jacobs being back, like, I don't know if anybody wants to play them. I'm just being honest. I know Eli Manning has had a shitty first half of the season. I understand that. But that man will close his eyes and throw the ball in the air, and somehow Victor Cruz will come down with it and run it for 6. So be very, very careful. You better start beating on the Giants. That's my warning to the league. Anybody that has to play the Giants, you better beat the fuck out of them. Do not let that team sneak into the playoffs, because they will upset somebody. Next game, Minnesota 20, Seattle 41. They were at Seattle. Seattle did what they were supposed to do. They took a pussy motherfucker AP out of the game by going up. Percy Harvin made a fucking ridiculous catch. Glad to see him back and looking healthy. That's also a dangerous team that I don't want no parts of if I'm in the league, because their defense just plays like fucking, like when you throw a steak out into the fucking feeding time for the wolves in the fucking zoo. Yo, like, listen, they're ready to fucking play, man. And Minnesota is fucking shitty. And Adrian Peterson should be traded like that sports writer suggested. That team is fucking horrible. They have no future. And you're just going to waste the guy's years there. He should try to get out like LeBron did. Really, like in the offseason, just to be like, look, you guys fucking suck, and I want out. And they should let him go and try to get some pieces around him to help the team. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare him to Trent Richardson. Trent Richardson is a fucking bum. And I could see why, a lot of Jim Brown didn't want him in Cleveland, but and he was outspoken about it. But Adrian Peterson is a good running back, and he can make another team get over the hump to get to the Super Bowl. And it's just not fair for him to just be there, just to be there, and get his ass whipped every game. It's just not fair, and I don't see it. I don't see that being fair as an individual. The team, it falls on the ownership. You don't give him enough pieces to win, and then everybody wants him to run for 1,000 yards a game. It's just not fair, man. And I think he should have he should have a rebirth in another city, preferably New York, on the Giants. And I don't really give a fuck about the Giants or the Jets, but I like him on the Giants because I think him and Eli would have a nice time fucking people in the ass. Because Eli with a nice run game like that, yeah, the Giants will win the Super Bowl, no, hands down, bro, regardless of the teams that they face. Adrian Peterson is a fucking monster when he's in the right mindset, even though he's complaining about a groin injury. I think he should leave. He should be traded. I definitely believe that. Next game. This was a very exciting game for me. Kansas City at Denver. Kansas City 17, Denver 27. Alex Smith made plays that people dropped. Okay? They dropped balls that could have been potential first downs, potential run for sixes. Dwayne Bowe came out after that being pulled over, under the influence and having marijuana in his car and all that shit like that. And everybody acting like they don't know that people smoke weed. But he showed up. And I think he's the only guy that showed up. As far as everybody else, I don't know what the fuck they was doing. Like I said, Alex Smith did make some plays that should have been caught, but at the end of the day, Kansas City's defense is something to be reckoned with. And I understand that they had a loss here, but it is the regular season, and you do play them in another after this week. You do play them again at home, and I think that Kansas City's going to win that game because defensively they can put their hands on those receivers and play them very good, and that's what makes Kansas City a very big threat. Especially Peyton Manning. Like, Peyton Manning is like 1 or 2 sacks away from being finished. So, with that defensive line with Holly and them boys, like, you know what I'm saying, Tamba Ali and them boys, I'm telling you, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City is able to make some noise in the playoffs. I'm telling you, I like their defense, and I've said that from the beginning. I don't like Alex Smith at quarterback because he's too, just plain and whatever. But he's the ultimate game manager. Like, he doesn't even make throws down the field. They show the statistics. Like, he's not exciting to me. And that's what the problem is. But does he get the job done? He does. And I can't knock success. It's been working. Dumping it underneath. You got Jamal Charles there. So I can't really be mad at the dude. You know what I'm saying? He's making plays. Would I like it to be a little bit more exciting? Yes, I would. I would definitely love that. But, you can ask for anything you want. That don't mean you're going to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? People in hell want ice water. But that's just the way it goes, bro. But Denver, it's a possibility that this game, Kansas City could have easily won this game. So I'm not really like, yeah, Denver's dominant. I will tell you that Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, he's a fucking beast. I will tell you that. Asamoah, like when they were in on the Eagles, Asamoah is shitty. We've all seen that. From the Oakland to the Philly to where he was just at, to San Francisco, they got rid of him. He's garbage. We all know that. He's always been garbage. And pretty much he's been exposed. But Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie is a great corner. And I think that he has the potential to step his game up to be one of the top corners in this league. And people will be like, oh, yeah. No, I really do think that. That man plays man coverage like I've never seen in a long time. Like, what's that? Darryl Green from the Redskins? Like, he's all over motherfuckers, and he's so fucking fast. Like, you may get him by a step and be gone, but if he's set up regular, ready to go, I'll take Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie over a lot of corners in this league right now. But that's just me. But yeah, Denver came away with the win. It was nothing too impressive. Peyton Manning was just, vintage Peyton Manning. Basically, he made some throws. He made some throws that were real key to the game. And Welker caught the ball that he dropped for fucking Tom Brady in the Super Bowl on the same left side of the field when he was wide open. And that was the difference in the game. Plays were made from one side. That's it. There's really nothing else that really stood out to me about the game other than that. Denver locked up the run game, though. Jamal Charles, yeah, they locked him up. He wasn't really able to do a lot. And that was a big part of the whole Kansas City thing because, they got to run the ball to establish the play action, all that shit. There was no play action going on. Fucking Denver was stuck in their asshole. And pretty much, 10-point win is pretty decent. But I'll predict that Kansas City will win at home in 2 weeks. All right, now the Monday night game. New England at Carolina. New England 20, Carolina 24. Yo, this game was really, really good. I tweeted about it. I like Carolina coming into this game because I don't know if somebody told Cam Newton about me, but he's been actually moving around in the pocket and not standing there like an erected penis like he usually does. And it's been able to, it's made him a much better quarterback because he's able to move from side to side much easier than how he was earlier. Now, he had a play in this game where he broke like fucking 3 defensive ends ankles. And that was beautiful to watch. And that's what Cam Newton is capable of doing. And they have to put him in a position to use his legs. They have to bring him out in the pistol. They have to run Panther heavy. They have to do these things because this man is a beast. And he can make noise in this league. You know what I'm saying? And they have to give him a chance to do that. And it's the coaching staff. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's Ron Rivera and these fucking idiots. It's these guys' job to make this man, put this guy in the best position to win. And that win yesterday was big. And I don't want to hear nothing about the pass interference because the ball was underthrown and Tom Brady's he's a model. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's cursing at refs and they're picking it up on the fucking mics. Like, bro, you underthrew the ball. Gronkowski is all the way in the back of the end zone. The ball is uncatchable and it was picked off. So what the fuck are you talking about? That was a good no call. You're not going to get calls like that. You know what I'm saying? When you're throwing up mercy throws, like throw the ball deeper, then it's pass interference on Kuechly. You know what I'm saying? But you can't expect a pass interference when you underthrow the ball by like fucking 5 yards and it's picked off too. Like, shut up, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Shut the fuck up and take your loss like a man. But Carolina's defense is something to be reckoned with. I know a couple guys got injured on their line, so I don't know what's going to happen. But that was a very, very big win. And I just don't know what to say about Carolina right now. If Cam Newton is able to play like this and not stand like an erected penis on Cialis in the pocket and move around, that's a very difficult team to beat in the NFC. So, you know, I know I'm talking all this stuff about Seattle and all these guys. Carolina's defense is very, very stout. And I wouldn't be surprised if they upsetted someone else, you know, a higher seed as well. So, you know, I like the way it's looking with Carolina. I love the way Steve Smith and Aqib Talib was going hard. But, you know, Talib been shooting motherfuckers in broad daylight, so Steve Smith got to chill a little bit. But that was a good back-and-forth battle, and I like the way Steve Smith came out on top of it. But it is what it is, man. It's a football game, and you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Carolina got the W, so they're going to talk the most shit. Once again, in closing, I want to give my condolences to Thomas Howard. You know, he's 30 years old. He passed away in a high-speed chase. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Week 11 recap. It was a bunch of bullshit going on, but I'm going to do my best to give you guys what I feel. I hope you guys are spreading the word, getting it out there. We're going to be here for a while, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it once again. And if you didn't enjoy it, you should go fuck yourselves twice. And other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy.